Hey, it's Crane here. Happy Sunday. Well, here's the deal. First, thank you so much for all the kind words you have blessed me with in the last upload. It means a lot. Made my day. I really appreciate it. Anyways, so finally, after making videos for 6 years as a primary quest line, I'm finally stepping down. Hold up, Crane. Are you quitting YouTube? Well, yes and no. Alright, so the best way to explain is I need to complete some side quests to progress further in the main quest line. I admit I might be a coward, but I'm not a hypocrite, right? So for transparency, well, I'm financially struggling. And nope, I've never made videos for money. It was always there as a way out for me to cope with whatever I was dealing with, and I'm still and still am, and I still love making videos, and probably that's the best thing I want to do ever, to be honest. So just for your information, you know how much I made out of that Weapon Abomination episode 7 that got like 92k views? $0. Despite the hours upon hours of work I put in, I want to make it clear that this is not a complaint I'm making. I'm giving you context to state that it was never money that inspired me to take this path at the first place. It was always the passion that kept me alive through this past 6 years. So yeah, it's a bit of a final update to everything. However, you need money to survive. That's the reality. So what does this really mean for you all, the viewers, and especially the channel members? Well, in simple words, I don't know when is the next new big video, as I'll have to resist it from being my first priority. It can be 1 week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, probably not 6 months. So with that said, now for the channel members, I would request you to cancel your memberships unless you really want to burn your money. In that case, you can avoid YouTube cuts and buy me coffee instead, as it would directly help me a ton. However, I'm not Alice from Microsoft. Trust me. Your computer has virus. Do not redeem. No, just so I wouldn't be leaving you, the current members, in the cold out of the blue. Like I'm not that of a person. All right. So for that, I promise you 1 or more full-fledged new videos with proper credits in the future. I got you covered. All right. And look, I'm beyond grateful for your legendary kindness. Like, don't get me wrong on that. I'm not trying to like throw all the love you know give me and just throw it away. I'm not doing that. Thank you so much for your legendary kindness. Dude, you can see me like shaking making this video because it's almost like I'm losing a job that I never had for 6 years. It's tough. Now, Crane, can we help you out somehow? Well, yes, and you guys are doing an amazing job at it just by watching the videos, farming impressions, and, you know, overall boosting the video. You're already helping me, and it helps me a lot. You guys are doing an amazing job at it, and I'm really grateful to it. However, there's one more way. So, I'm right now down to freelancing and editing videos for the others, so just in case you know someone who's hiring, or if you personally need an editor, you can spread the words or hit me up and let's see what we can cook. Well, I'll be honest, I highly doubt my editing skills. Yet I'm not afraid to give it a shot. But to be precise, I'm more confident in making videos in a how-to genre and the niche from my past 6 years of experience, and obviously Souls-likes, as I've already beat Elden Ring, Sekiro, Lies of P, so that knowledge would come in handy and might be a perfect spot for me, rather someone who never played it. You know, in that case, I would really appreciate it. That's one of the things I thought about it. So for further transparency, I'm looking for the side quests that my brain allows me to do despite the hard work, doing like a second part-time job, and then just come back and just make videos and, you know, just have a perfect balance. And let's see what we can pull off to give a little bit of freedom. That's better. Well, Crane, can you explain a little further about the situation? Well, I can. I'm gonna give you a deeper insight here just to maintain transparency. Alright, so I saw this coming for a while at this point, especially last year when my grandma passed away and something just died inside of me alongside with it. And, you know, last year, despite all the DLC hype and the release and the videos I've made, it all felt a little weird, you know? Drifting like oil in water sort of feeling. I just stole it from Architects.
This is rough. This is rough.
If you know the reference, you know that. So if you remember, I uploaded that Weapon Abomination episode DLC in September, and then went to the mountains, and that gave me new hope and energy after like 6 months of that happened. This is home. Only to get hit by more trials in October. Well, Some of you all already know about that, like the PC issue started, then my health. Oh boy, no thank you. That was horrible. Like, and it all like hit like an avalanche. It was. I know that's a Bring Me the Horizon reference.
Ooh, touchy.
It's like an avalanche. So it burned all the progress, so I burned the deadlines to crawl out this pit of darkness throughout this October. Oh my god. For context, like the episode DLC Volume 2, I started working on that in October. I thought about uploading on my birthday, like 21st November. Well, now you know what happened. Like, before I know, it was already 25th December. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a holiday special video. Well, that didn't work out, and then, well, I was like, okay, there's a New Year video, we're gonna open up the pit. Failed on that. 4th January, nope. 10th January, 11th January, 13th January, didn't work. 15th January, the render crashed with the whole hop audio missing. Great. And then 16th January, finally uploaded the video. So, you know, like, look, like as much as I liked it, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm just like, you know, it's like something I really wanted to put out in the internet, and the video, I really love working on the video, but deep down, I'm like so fucking done with, like, literally, like, that, everything. Literally, I'm so done right now. Like October, November, December, I was so done, literally, like, all this. Like, it was not the best place to be in your head, I feel like. I'm being transparent here, so if somebody dealing with it can also relate in a way, but maybe find it a little inspiring. But anyways, it was a whole lot of mess. Some of you know where I live, like freaking lightning, power cut, heat, flood, argument. I'm not gonna even go on that. Like, 7 season, 13 bosses, absolute bullshit. With that said, I would admit I got some skill issue, but that, seriously, literally, like, it is so BS that I'm not like giving up on it yet. I will burn this, you know, the Earth tree must burn.
Oh, whoa, wait.
So for deeper context, like, down in a hole. I'm just trying to avoid my overthinking. That's why I'm making jokes right now, to defend myself. Transparency. So long story short, you know, after 2020, like, life became so dread. I'm not gonna give on like details on that, but like, it was almost like somebody just freaking cursed me. Back then, like, my main objective became to keep myself alive. Well, now 6 years later, I can confirm that I succeeded it, as I am still here, able to talk, which might be like so much surprising to a bunch of people, but you only know the darkness and the depth of the darkness, you know, if you only, you know, if you only have walked in the same shoe. That's the really hard part, right? Which technically worked, and I would say probably worked out in the best way possible. I've met so many great people through this journey, and I don't want to trade anything with it or any other choice. I mean, surely I've made bad decisions, and I'm a human. I am very happy with whatever I am right now. Like, it's like that the peace I've always longed for. The best way to explain is like, I prefer peace over the happiness, so like, I'm ready to make sacrifices to my desire to attain that peace. So I have hard times and stuff like that, and I'm struggling right now overall, but like, I have a sense of peace inside that, okay, I can still beat the boss. It is possible, you know, just like to see through all this illusion walker and BS, like those lady butterfly of these things. Like, you can just snap seed this thing up and break down all the illusions and stuff like that. You can see through, like, that's the main boss I'm after, and you know, I'm locked on to the boss despite all these shenanigans this boss have. It was such a great journey overall the past 6 years, and I'm really grateful for all the support you guys have supported over the years, even especially also in the Twitch community. Holy smoly, I really appreciate you all. I met so many great people, so many good friends over the 6 years, because I don't have like friends, so you know, you guys are everything I have. So with that said, from 2026 POV, previously it felt like locked behind some special requirements. I was not able to make that jump because of my brain and thing, and I was like, I don't know who I am, where I belong, where the da, and not a bad reason. You're working on your build, and you know, nothing is working out, and it just feels like you know, maybe you should just reset and rebuild the whole thing, or you just keep at it and you hit that perfect sweet spot, and then after that the build just blooms. Like that kind of, I'm in a situation where I'm like, I'm very happy, or I'm very confident about my build, what I've built over the 6 years past, and I'm just want to put it on the test. Probably just gonna defeat some bosses.
Whoa.
As in Elden Ring, you need 2 great runes to enter the Leyndell castle in the main capital, right? So like it feels like that. Like I needed all these years worth of XP and things that I've been through and all that. It's just all like it is, turned me into this build. Now finally I can enter the capital and I can actually take on the bosses that I've left there. And like as you can see, like I've had some time and quite a few years to process what's the problem with my brain. Who am I? What am I? What's the role of me in this whole grand calculations of multiverse, universe, whatever you say? And if it is possible to survive as a broken spirit, because I know of many who didn't. So it's dark, but I'm not gonna go even darker than that.
Such a handsome boy.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
So it's not a complaint or a rant or something. It's just an announcement of a transition or like, what I've been up to and all. So, I mean, that's it, I guess. I'll try to keep you guys updated on the side quest. And then again, still, I'll just clarify and I'll emphasize on this thing that the goal is to do side quests, gather some gears and items and amulet and XP, whatever we can get, and to be back in this main quest line and retry the boss. Well, I might be a coward, broken, hollowed, and maidenless, but I'm never giving up, and I don't give up. The earth tree must burn. The bullock must burn. And while I'm not around, don't do anything stupid, please. You know the drill. Good night, good luck, keep yourself alive, and stay human. Don't be a puppet. Peace. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Oh, that's some voice acting over there. Oh shit, maybe I should give it a shot. I don't know. Can I? I know my way around.